It's Billie's Vlogs. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be recording my so-called everyday makeup routine. I don't wear makeup every day, but when I do wear makeup on a day, this is how I do it. I've got my makeup here all in front of me. Let's get on with the video. Sorry I'm being so extra today. Okay, first off I start with my primer, and the primer that I use is the Rimmel Perfect Fix and Perfect primer. I find that this primer is just amazing. It's the primer I use, plus you can get it in any store that sells Rimmel products. So I'm just going to put that on my hand. So you start off with your primer all over the face. I just put it everywhere. I'm just going to do kind of like a routine. Okay, so next I use this Miss Dew. It says on the front, sorry if you can't see it. It's the PS Pro from Primark basically, or Pennies here in Ireland. And I just spritz that on my face. It's a hydrating mist, but you can use it as a makeup setting spray, because glycerin is the second ingredient and glycerin is the most ingredient that they use in setting sprays. Anywho, after that I just kind of let it dry in, and then I get on with foundation. The foundation that I use is this one, Fit Me Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation, and I have been using this since autumn, and I just squirt it on my beauty blender as you see, and that goes all over the face. Foundation is done, and next after foundation I move on to concealer. And this is a airbrush concealer by Benefit. It's not really focusing great, but it is the Benefit Boing airbrush concealer, and you can get these in a range of different ones. There's airbrush, there's highlighting, and there's, I think they're the only two. But I got this in the airport when I was coming home from Liverpool. Well, I was flying from Liverpool, but anyways, I got that, and I find it is very good, and the shade that I'm in is number 2, and if you wanted to know, the Fit Me is the shade 230. If you're my shade, if you think you're my shade, then go ahead. I really need some more of this, but we're going to England in April, so I may get it again if it's in the airport still. That was a more pricey object, but I went ahead and got it because I really liked it. So I just put that under my eyes and on my lid, so it's kind of like a primer for your eyeshadow and a concealer. It highlights as well, but the reason I put it on afterwards, after my foundation, is because it gets lost under the foundation in my boots. And I put some here, kind of like whatever left on the brush, but I might dip in some more because I used it a lot. And I put some on my Cupid's bow, some on my chin, chin. Sometimes I put it in the creases of my nose, and today I'm going to do that as well, because I find sometimes the creases of your nose get very dark, so it's nice to put some highlight. So I'm just using this sponge that I got in Primark as well, and it's a very good soft sponge. I'm not going to call it beauty blender because it ain't that, and I just bounce that in, and that is that. So next, usually what I do is set my concealer, and what I what I set it with is this Flawless Finish. As you can see, the price tag is still there. This is also from Primark, or as we like to call it here in Ireland, Pennies. and I just put some out on the tray like so, and I get this sponge, which is a flat body sponge. I use this for setting my concealer and foundation, and this was also like €2 or something like that in Pennies or Primark. I just put some on the sponge and douse it under my eyes, on my cupid's bow also. Everywhere basically where I put my concealer. Some women look so attractive, or don't women look so attractive when they're putting on makeup? No. Or men. Anybody. So next I pick up my brush and I go back into that same powder and put it all over my face. I dab it first because they say not to rub it in because you pull your foundation. So I dab it first to get it all set, and then I kind of give it the final brush off. That's that for powder. Next I go in with some bronzer, and the bronzer that I use is this Sleek palette. I'll show you the colors inside. So it's basically 3 bronzed colors. As you can see, the middle one is highlight, this one this side is kind of a highlighty bronzer color, and then this is a dark bronze, and it best suits my skin tone. It's very, very good. I think it was $12.99. So I go in with this shade here, which is the darkest shade. I try not to put too much on because sometimes I look a bit mucky. So I just kind of contour and bronze with that, as you can see. It looks a bit mucky already. But I will fix it. I kind of go on my jaw, on the jawline as well, because it gives it that nice shade effect on both ends. And then I kind of bring it down on my neck because it looks very pale then on my neck. Sorry, I keep looking in the viewfinder. I'm just trying to see, does my makeup look okay? And I go in on the other side. On the nose. So after bronzer I usually do blusher, and for blusher, if I can find it, I have it. For blusher I use this NYX, oh Jesus, NYX. I use this NYX blusher, and it is in the shade Double Dare. It is more of an orangey shade, as you can see, and I prefer an orange shade of blush on my cheeks because I feel the pink or the red looks a bit, I don't know, crazy on my skin. So I go in with the orange or Double Dare. It is very scarce, so I would be a bit sparse with it because it is very, very orange when you put it on. I do put it on my nose, give my nose a bit of colour. So after blush, I usually put on some mascara or eyeshadow. So for my everyday routine, I don't usually use a lot of eyeshadows, but I do sometimes when I feel up to it. So I usually just use one shade. So I'm going to go in with this blending brush. This is the MUS brush. I think I'm going to go in with this brown shade up here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And I'm just going to apply that all over my lid. I'm going to use this brush, which is the new brushes I got by Flawless, and this is the Petite Crease brush. I'm going to go in actually with another darker shade, and it is the bottom one here, and I'm going to kind of go in with that in my crease. That looks a bit more healthy. So after eyeshadow, I do my eyebrows. I always use this. This is the Beautiful Brows. It's years old now, and I use the shade Pitch Black. I'm going to get my brush if I can find her. Oh, there she is. This is just a brush from Penny's and it is smoky eyeshadow and I use it for my eyebrows. I use this end, the edge. Just wet that down with a bit of my setting spray because I like to have it a bit damp when I do my brows. Basically, I just fill them in to the same shape that they are. That is the brows done. Yes, that is my brows done. And next I will move on to setting my face with the setting spray. So I use this is the mist dew that I used to hydrate my face a while ago, and now I'm going to use it to set my makeup in place. And usually to dry it in I use a box or something that I have, a copy or something that I might have close by. Okay, that is nearly dry. It's 99.9% dry. So next I go in with my mascara, and the mascara that I use is this Great Lash by Maybelline. Sorry it's not focusing right now. It's the Great Lash by Maybelline and it is black as black because I have black eyelashes, black hair and black eyebrows. I need black eyelashes even though I already have them, but you know. That is the eyelashes done. I try not to put on too much mascara because I feel that it looks very clumpy, especially for an everyday routine. So next I'm going to move on to some lipstick. So I'm going to go in with this one. This is the Sleek Matte Me Ultra Smooth Matte Lip Cream, and it is in the shade Velvet Super. There we go. Crooked. I always put on lipstick a bit crooked. Anyways, that is the lipstick, and last but certainly not least I am going to be putting on some highlighter, and it is the So Sue highlighter kit, 6 iridescent shimmers, and I usually mix the bottom 3 colors together, and yeah, basically that's what I do. So I'm going to get my brush, which is this one in Primark. Again, I promise you, not all my stuff is from Primark, but most of it is, and I'm telling you, Primark is getting really good with their makeup and their selections of everything these days, like beauty stuff. I like to give that a spray. Beauty stuff, brushes, sponges, silicone sponges, everything. So I just mix in those 3 colors and apply it to my cheeks, the top of my cheeks, down my nose, the tip of my nose and the bridge, also the top of my forehead, so it looks like I'm very sweaty. Not. My cupid bow and my chinny chin chin, just kind of like where I applied the concealer, but obviously not under my eyes, but I kind of just go over it so it looks more highlighted. So guys, that is it for my makeup not tutorial, my everyday makeup, even though I don't wear makeup every day, but if I was to wear makeup on a day, this is what I usually do. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. You know that I do like when you give the video a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Do not forget that I love you. Don't forget to keep positive. Good